What's going on, everyone? It's KB the Mark, back to bring you the news. On today's wrestling report, we have many stories, starting with new plans for Mercedes Mone in New Japan. An AEW star suffered an injury. An AEW star spotted at WWE Performance Center, and many more stories. Please don't forget to leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, and push that notification bell to stay up to date. Now, without further ado, let's jump into the news. In the main event of AEW Collision on TNT, CM Punk and Ricky Starks fought in the finals of the Owen Hart Foundation tournament. Starks got a great reaction, and Punk got a mixed response. Punk wore the pink and black and did some of Bret Hart's trademark moves to a mix of boos and cheers from the Calgary fans. The match ended after a hurricanrana and a series of roll-ups by both men, but Ricky got the pin while holding on to the ropes. After the match, Starks left the ring and Jushin Thunder Liger was on the stage to present the trophy. However, Starks disrespectfully yanked it out of his hands and took it to the back. Again, for those of you that missed the show this week, I highly recommend that you watch it on DVR because of the excellent 5-star match that took place between FTR and the team of Jay White and Juice Robinson. That match kicked off the show, and many are praising it as a match of the year contender. Mark Briscoe is off of the Ring of Honor Death Before Dishonor pay-per-view due to injury. Tony Khan announced on Twitter that Briscoe is not cleared to wrestle. Fightful followed up with the report that states that he has a serious knee injury and he will need to get surgery on it. Khan stated that Briscoe's opponent, Claudio Castagnoli, is on a training sabbatical to prepare for Blood and Guts this Wednesday on Dynamite. Khan said that he will address Castagnoli's pay-per-view title challenger after Wednesday night's broadcast. Best wishes to Mark Briscoe as he recovers from the injury. Death Before Dishonor is scheduled for July 21st in Trenton, New Jersey at the Cure Insurance Arena. An interesting name was recently spotted at the WWE Performance Center in Orlando, Florida, an indication the company has an interest in signing this person. Brian Pillman Jr. was recently removed from the AEW roster on the company website before it was reported this week that his contract with All Elite Wrestling had expired. 3 years ago, Pillman signed with AEW, where he occasionally wrestled on Dynamite, mostly being booked on Dark and Dark Elevation. His biggest match on TV was against now World Heavyweight Champion MJF in 2021. He had been paired with Griff Garrison. He had expressed his frustration in the past about the way they were used and wasn't happy about Julia Hart being taken out of the Varsity Blondes for the House of Black. In the latest edition of the Wrestling Observer newsletter, Dave Meltzer reported that Pillman was training at the Performance Center on Thursday. No other details were given, but with the company having him at the training facility, they were at least giving him a look. Willow Nightingale and Ruby Soho faced off on AEW Collision in Calgary in the finals of the Owen Hart Foundation tournament. Willow won the match with the pounce and a gut wrench powerbomb. After the match, Tony Khan came out on the stage and Willow celebrated with the Owen Trophy. Also, as a friendly reminder for anyone who missed the show, I highly recommend that you watch this show on DVR because they kicked off with FTR versus Juice Robinson and Jay White in a match of the year for the AEW World Tag Team Championship. To say that the match was great is an understatement, and it certainly deserves to be rated at least 5 stars. The ratings are in for Wednesday's AEW Dynamite. The show drew 825,000 viewers, down from the 855,000 viewers the show drew last week. In the 18 to 49 demographic, the show did a .29 rating, which is the same as the .29 last week. The show on the same week last year did 942,000 viewers with an 18 to 49 demo rating of .32. Chris Jericho versus Commander, Ruby Soho versus Sky Blue, MJF and Adam Cole versus Big Bill and Brian Cage, Orange Cassidy and Darby Allin versus Sammy Guevara and Daniel Garcia, Nick Wayne versus Swerve Strickland, and more took place. Next week's show will feature the Blood and Guts match. The ratings for AEW Collision have been a hot topic among fans, as for the first 3 weeks, they were in a steady decline. The premiere episode did 816,000 total viewers with a .33 key demo rating. The June 24th episode did 595,000 with a .21, while the July 1st show drew 452,000 viewers with a .13 key demo rating last week. The July 8th show drew 580,000 viewers with a .21 rating. While speaking on Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer noted this week's show, the July 15, 2023, is seen as a big one within the promotion. For that third hour is like, do they have high expectations for that third hour? Not that I'm aware of. No, I haven't discussed that with anybody. I know that if they do a number similar to last week every Saturday, they will be very happy. If it's way down from Saturday, they will not be happy, especially because it's a loaded show with a tag team title match and with the Punk match which starts. I think that if it's close to last week, it's great. If it's close to the July 4th weekend show with this loaded lineup, it's not good, you know. Mercedes Mone was on an unbelievable run in New Japan Pro Wrestling and Stardom until she was sidelined with an injury. The former WWE star made her promotional debut at Wrestle Kingdom by confronting Kari and later beating her for the IWGP Women's title before dropping it to Mayu Iwatani in late April. Things went south when Mone was wrestling Willow Nightingale in a match to crown the first ever New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong Women's Champion when she suffered an injury in the main event of New Japan Pro Wrestling Resurgence. Mone was supposed to go over in the bout to become the inaugural champion, but when she suffered a broken ankle when going for Code Red off the top rope and slipped, plans had to be changed on the fly. Nightingale went over to win the title only to recently drop it to Julia. The injury also caused plans for Mone to work AEW in New Japan Pro Wrestling Forbidden Door to be nixed. In the latest edition of the Wrestling Observer newsletter, Dave Meltzer reported that while there is no timeline for Mone's return, when she does, she will be going after Julia for the title. Meltzer wrote, "Even people who you would think need to know don't know the exact timeline for a Mercedes Mone return. The plan right now is that when she returns, she will face Julia for the New Japan Strong title. As of this recording, there are no specific plans or dates because there is no word on Mone's return." Meltzer speculated that Mone may win the title since the title was originally created for her. We at WBP-TV wish her a speedy recovery. That's it, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Please be sure to check out more videos from the channel. Remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and push that notification bell for daily wrestling videos. Once again, I'm KB the Mark, signing off. Until the next one. I started with nothing and came out a king. I've been the one that's been ballin' for rings. It's been me and my team and we chasing the green. My team be the shit, we ain't ballin' for free. My team be the shit, we ain't ballin' for free.